All right, well, let's try this again, shall we? And see if we're going to have any more success than what we had before. So I don't know how much better this might work out for us, but let me just get this put away. Hold on a second. Oh, darn it. Not laying up there right. There we go. Anyhow. All right, so sorry about that, guys. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Tech issue. We've got it fixed now, so we've got it all taken care of and are back live again as we are normally doing. So anyhow, as I was saying before with the Driveline part, I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is I think I'm simply going to go ahead and replace the rubber bushing now with just simply using a shear pin. We use them on tractors and heavy equipment all the time. There's tons of vibration involved in all that equipment. It works very well. It's cheap. It's reasonable. Once again, you know, why go through a $400 part when you can fix it and do the same job with with $1.79 or 99-cent bolt or whatever and get the same job done. So that's what we're going to be doing and see if that doesn't work any better for us. So, sorry, Marie, I beat you this time. Uh-oh. Gene's beating on Marie, huh? I sent you a link about the part. It didn't work. Okay. Yeah, I've not been able to find the part anywhere. Other people have sent me links where, you know, this company or that company shows that they have it. None of them do that I've been able to find. There are some other parts that could work if we modified them. There's a couple companies that manufacture newer versions of this sort of vibration dampening piece. It's not the big heavy rubber like this one was from 1974. It's using a more modern techniques and modern materials. But even with that said, it's still not lining up. They're making them now for specific applications where manufacturers are ordering them for, Yanmars or Volvos or what have you. But certainly Ferryman isn't ordering them anymore for Ferryman. So they've never made any that size or that line up with that bolt pattern. And so it's just not going to be practical. So we're going to do away with that and just go back to just putting a simple shear pin in there and leaving it at that. So, and we'll see how well that works going forward and just take it from there. So anyhow, there you go. Another chance to hit like. Thanks, Pilot. Appreciate that. So anyhow, I've got to work out obviously some technical issues still with the eye equipment, the iPhone and the iPad. They're both being naughty at the moment still, so not really sure what that is. I don't like being on OBS because I'm eating up my data, but it is what it is, kids. It simply is what it is. So I did get a line on another device that I might be able to use for just the live streams. Give me some more data. I guess Verizon has changed some of their policies and pricing on some stuff, so that might be better. So we'll see how that goes. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Yeah. What kind of childish nonsense is that? TikTok, TikTok. I mean, come on, quit being children. Jesus, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Anyhow, sorry about having to deal with that, kids, but it is what it is. It just simply is what it is. So, other than that, we pretty much got a whole lot of other stuff done. We've been making some pretty good progress with YouTube in some areas, getting some videos taken down, getting some channels shut down. So, whatever. We'll just have to see what goes on from that point forward. So, yeah, goodbye. Gene says, is the eye equipment only, go away, is the eye equipment only screwing up for live streams as opposed to your navigation? Yes, Gene. Only screwing up for my connecting to YouTube, and I'm not really sure why. So, uh-oh. Pilot, I hit him. You unhit him. I guess we'll have to keep playing that game, huh? I will hide him again. Don't unhide him this time. Or maybe I'll just let you guys do it and I don't have to worry about it. So, okay, now you've hidden him and now I've probably unhidden him again. Oh, man. I tell you guys, this technology sometimes is just a real... Pilot, I'm not anything on this. I don't know. I'm not anything on this channel. I don't think I come up with any color, so... Yeah, okay, so it comes up that I'm yellow, and then that yellow will disappear. No, now the yellow's staying. I don't know. It's like it can't make up its mind, so. Trolls are ripping off Pega Pig cartoons. Well, cartoons is more in line with their mentality, so let that be great for them. I'm glad they're happy with something to do, so. There you go. I'm yellow, I guess, so. Yep, Deja Vu, my mod's do an excellent job. So anyhow, I think what I'm going to do with the part is simply just replace it with a shear pin. I did dig into the engine compartment. I wanted to reroute the fuel return line. I just put a new one on not that long ago, and I noticed it was getting abraded the way I had it run. So I tried to disassemble it and move it so I could get it in a different location. And apparently when I pulled it off the stub at the top of the fuel tank this time, the stub broke off. So it's like, you take 2 steps, for every step I take forward, I end up being 2 steps back. So now I got to find another part for the boat. I don't have the hose directly connected to the proper stub going into the fuel tank. I had to remove the stub and just stick the hose down in top of the fuel tank. Now, fortunately, the rubber hose pretty much fills the gap where it goes into the tank, so I don't think it's going to leak out too much. But as the boat gets waked and shakes around tomorrow, I'm sure I'm going to be splashing a little diesel out of my fuel tank and into my bilge. So nothing I can do about it. I'm just not even going to worry about it. I'm going to move tomorrow. I'm going to get someplace where I can get to. No, it was bronze. It came apart beautifully the first time I took the old fuel line off and put the new fuel line on. And when I tried, and it's just a straight, sticking up thing. So when I tried pulling it straight up again this time, it just broke off. So obviously it was stressed from the last time. So we'll see from there. But anyhow, when I get to my next stop tomorrow, it's going to be a fairly short day. It's not going to be a real long day, 6 hours or so. And we'll just go from there and see how that happens. So anyhow, we'll play with that as we get further along. So that's all I did today, guys. I dealt with YouTube crap, troll bashing, and reeling them in. Did make some really good progress in that regard, so I'm kind of psyched about that. Hey, Terry Parmenter, how are you? Yeah, you guys are, Pilot, you guys are on it, man. Yep. Excuse me. But anyhow, I got my mechanical work done, got the YouTube work done. I was going to do dishes today. I didn't get my dishes done. I got to wash some dishes, so probably do that after the live stream, or I may just do it tomorrow. I don't know. But we're gonna try to get out of here tomorrow, and there's a lot of stuff I have to figure out. I don't know how well the boat's going to run with the shortened up prop yet. It does appear like I've got good clearance everywhere. I don't think I'm going to have any problems with the driveline, but I won't know until I start the engine, put it in gear, and pull out of here and start heading down the ICW. So I'm going to, go for a while and see what happens. So not a whole lot we can do about it. So yeah, Clenchman, I'm doing my best. I put a bunch of oil absorbed towels around the hole to try to contain it as much as possible. So yeah, some of it might end up in the bilge, but I have a whole bunch of those oil absorbed towels wrapped around it and stuffed in around the area. So if any fuel does slosh out, it'll get picked up by those oil absorbed. So Lily is a great dish steward. Yes, Lily is very good at doing stuff. So no, Joanna, my phone's working fine. You can call me if you want. I have my phone turned off at the moment during the live stream because I get a lot of troll idiots trying to call me and do stupid stuff. So why did you try calling me tonight or messaging me? I don't see anything from you, just the usual other nonsense. So picking up a whole lot of subscribers though, which is kind of cool. So I'm glad to see that. Anyhow, yeah, so Johanna, my phone's working, but I'm doing the live stream. So if you want to call me or message me, you'll have to do that after the live stream. So vibration will break up your packing gland and wear out the cutlass bearing. It might, but upwinds, I really doubt that rubber bushing, as hard as it is, I really doubt that rubber bushing did anything to reduce vibration. It is so dried out and hard, I can't imagine that it would make any difference whatsoever whether that was on there or not on there. So I don't think it's going to be as, bad as what you're suggesting. So for a lot of equipment, you are getting close. Did you get to drive? Yeah, I did check things out. I did dive under the boat again today, Marie, and it was cold, man. It was cold today. It's cold right now. I have the boat all buttoned up, and I don't have a fan on or anything, and I'm still a little chilly down here. So I had the heavy blanket on last night. It was 56 degrees this morning. So, and it's going to get down to about that again tonight. So, but yeah, I did dive down. I checked it out. It all looks good. I think we're all good to go. Are fuel cans the same size fitting? I don't think so. No. Make sure it's the real one first. It's just a sacrificial link. Not sure what all that's about. Okay. Well, so anyhow, so I gotta get a part for the. I don't have you plugged in. Let me spin you around here. I'll grab the part. I have it sitting here on the counter. Oh. And here are my couple bolts and stuff that I've got. This is the part that broke. You can see that very well. This piece here is supposed to be about that long. So about 3/4 of an inch of that broke off inside the old hose when it came off. Well, the new old hose. So, because I just replaced the old hose, the new hose with a newer hose actually. But yeah, that part came off, and I couldn't get that out of the hose. That's why I had to replace the hose with another hose. I couldn't get that broken off piece out of the old hose. So, fortunately, I had plenty of hose available, so I just put a whole new piece in. But oh man, who is actually on the boat now besides Carl? Don, just me and Lily are the only ones on the boat. So, dried out and hard. Going, I touched that one. Yeah, right. Yeah, it's usually just the opposite. Us old guys get dried out and never mind. Do you have a plan if you start taking on water? Yes, swim. Yeah, deja vu. We don't mention any of the trolls by name on my channel. Sorry. Yeah, it's a stock fitting. It really is. It's a stock fitting. It's no big deal. It'll be easy for me to fix. I just got to get to a hardware store and yeah, Marie, that's fine. If that's a fake Johanna, then that's fine. I don't really care. I mean, these trolls are just a pain in the butt. So, oh, yeah, and maybe you're right. Maybe that was a troll. So we'll deal with it later. Okay. Thanks, Marie. I appreciate the heads up. So anyhow, here on the boat, other than that, everything has been fine. It's been a really busy day. I mean, I'm filthy. You guys can see my shirt. I'm covered in grease and stuff. This is actually the second shirt I've gone through today. Just got covered in grease and oil and sawdust, and it was just a busy day, poking holes in the boat and doing all kinds of stuff. So, oh, sorry guys. I'm tired. Anyhow, so well, we just got to go out and fix that other part too. And I'll be able, when I get down to my next stop, there's a hardware store right within walking distance there, so I'll be able to get that taken care of. So shoveling the boatload of snow. I'm not on a boat. I guess you could count me in. There you go, Miss Shar, huh? Shoveling snow. Wow. Glad I'm not doing that. I need to get a new beverage. I'm out. I'm out, man. I'm out. So other than that, everything's fine. Miss Lily here was sort of had her nose out of joint a little bit today for a great big part of the day. I had the access through the companionway tore apart while I was doing all this mechanic work. And she got kind of stuck in the corner here of the settee because I had tools and bags and stuff. I had to pull everything out of this quarter berth. And so she was kind of had a wall of crap all around her and kind of packed her into the corner. So she was a little unhappy with me in regards to that today, but it was all good. It was all good. She's fine now. She's been up on deck and done her business and is comfortable, and she ate her dinner and she drank her water. Oh, she drank a lot of water. Okay, got to refill her water dish again. So, yeah, it says he shoveled for hours. I'm sure I did too yesterday. Wow. Yeah, I'm not missing that. I'm not missing shoveling snow. Although I gotta admit, though, you know, in reality, I mean, I do kind of not today, but when it's really hot out, I kind of miss having a little bit cooler temperatures. To be honest with you, I can take the heat and I can deal with the heat, but you know, the problem with being hot as opposed to being cold is when you're hot, you can only take off so many clothes. Um, And if you're even by yourself, even if you strip down butt naked, you can still be really hot, even though you've got no clothes on. Whereas when you're cold, and of course, you know, if it's really hot out and you strip off all your clothes, you really can't be outside and enjoy the outdoors. Well, at least not publicly anyway. But when it's cold out, you could, you know, you always can bundle up. I mean, up there in Alaska, no matter how cold it got, we could put on adequate clothes and go out and do stuff in the cold. So even at 30 below, you know, we could put on enough clothes and heavy socks and warm boots and whatever and go out and do what we had to do. So it's unfortunate there's no way of dealing with that with the heat, but it is what it is. So, oh, I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, she can jump right through the hatch. No, not a problem. She can go from the ground or she can go right from where I'm sitting straight out the hatch. So 8 inches and counting. Wow. Beer and snowblowers. Gotta love it. There you go. Yeah. Was it cold when you dove on the ship shaft today? Yes, it was, Bravo Seas. Very cold. Very cold. Yep. I put on my snorkel mask and my mask and snorkel, excuse me. I put on my mask and snorkel and went down and down under and checked it real quick and came back up. Got back on deck, rinsed off with fresh water, and dried off as quickly as I could. So, yeah, sailing upwinds. I am using OBS right now, unfortunately. I got to work out some stuff. Cherry picker lift we had in our... Yeah, so obviously that's not Johanna. So, guys, go ahead and block that Johanna. That's an idiot. Who would want to see you naked? Yeah, right? Nobody would. So, these trolls are just so childish. They really are. All it does is make them look like idiots. That's what I don't understand. All this, troll nonsense getting on here. The other day there were trolls getting on here threatening my moderators, calling them out, saying, "Oh, you better not come to Georgia," or whatever. Come on, people. It's a damn YouTube channel. Lighten up and have some fun. Get over yourself. Jeez, man. Guys, in YouTube settings, use 720p. Yeah, you guys can control it somewhat. My OBS does broadcast in 720p right now. Although I have it rolled down a little bit, you should be able to get a pretty good picture. So, yeah. I don't know about it being an army would-be, and please don't post that name on here. I don't even want to see it, man. Don't even want to see it, okay? In fact, I'm going to delete that comment. Just remind you that I don't want to see that. So that comment's been removed. Southern folks rock, Carl. Okay. I agree, Bill. Yeah. Hey, I think people rock all over, man. Southern folks rock, Northern folks rock, everybody. I mean, there's really good people in a lot of places, and then there's some people that are buttheads. And, they're not mutually exclusive to any one particular area or ethnicity or anything else for that matter. So, unfortunately, God made everybody equal opportunity idiots. It was not geographically mandatory or controlled. So, anyhow, I went ahead and bolted the parts together, so that's all taken care of. Let's hope that's the real John Dolan. John, if that's really you, tell me something that only you would know. Oh, I guess not. Woodby's deleted him already. Okay. We never got over the war, though. Okay, well. Time moves on. Good and bad all over the world. All right. Oh, okay. All right, pilot, way to go. White trash mentality, nothing to be proud of. Yeah, I agree, Marie. I mean, this whole thing, these trolls threatening violence and getting on here and doing childish stuff, making prank phone calls. I mean, Jiminy Cricket, Hey, Christine, how you doing? Glad to see you here. Haven't seen you in a while. So, anyhow, so I think the boat will be fine. I eliminated the rubber bushing. I brought the parts together. They are all bolted down nice and tight. I don't think we're going to have a vibration problem. I did put it in neutral. I spun the prop. I didn't detect any wobble in it, but, just spinning it by hand. I'm not spinning it fast enough that I'm really going to see much of a wobble. Tomorrow we'll know. Tomorrow will be a good indication of what may happen or how it may differ or what have you. We'll see. Who knows? Maybe it'll be less vibration tomorrow. I don't know. We won't know until we put it in gear and go down the road and see what happens with that. So I guess that's all we can do. So, talking about an army, there's 90 people watching here, and a lot of you guys are my supporters. Sure, there's some trolls on here. Tell you what, why don't we do a little payback if you guys want? Go on some of these other troll channels and just report them to YouTube for harassment and for bullying. I mean, that's what this is. This is harassment and bullying. You guys get on there and say these guys are harassing and bullying people. If the more people that get on their channel and report them to YouTube, the faster their channel will come down. Now, don't lie, don't misrepresent anything, be honest with it. But if these guys are honestly, if you feel like they're honestly being belligerent and creating a problem, get on YouTube and file a complaint against them. So, Christine is on all the hate channels. She agrees with them. Yeah, I saw that, Marie. So, John Dolan, don't delete me. It's me. Well, John, if that's really you, tell me something about that you know about me that maybe somebody else doesn't know. Tell me a comment that I can know it's you, if you would. So, things to do with my life. Yeah, okay. That's why I said what I did. Yeah, I understand Woodbees. That's what I understand. Okay, I get you now. Yeah, they're and not just Miss Shar, they're picking on everybody. So, like Miss Shar, the nicest, sweetest lady, like she's ever done anything mean to anybody, and yet they're picking on her. So, been doing that. Well, thank you, Martin Hill. I appreciate that. So, yep, the real John Dolan. All right, John. Cool. I'm glad. So, hey, Seabiscuit, glad to see you here. Thank you. I appreciate that you're reporting them. Thank you, sir. I know I have been too. The more of us that report them, the faster we might be able to get them gone. So, although we'll see. Today I spoke with some people higher up in YouTube. I was on my phone, and that's why the picture was wrong. Ah, I see. Okay. All right. That's cool. Ooh. Anyhow, yeah, I'm tired, guys. Somebody complained to me or mentioned to me they thought maybe I'm having carbon monoxide issues. I don't see how that would be possible here on the boat. I've got the boat well sealed up. I've got fresh air coming in through the forward hatch, and the generator exhaust is blowing out over the side straight off the boat. So, and the wind's blowing from that direction that way, and the generator's downwind from me. So I don't see how it would be possible for me to be getting any exhaust fumes in the boat from the generator right now. Somebody was saying that because I yawn so much, they thought it might be an issue with carbon monoxide. But I've run the generator all night long while we've been here sleeping on the boat, and woke up feeling fine, no headaches or anything from it. So, of your damper just got here. What's the status of your damper? My damper is damped. The vibration dampener coupling is what you're referring to. Yeah. What I've done, Bill, is I've decided to do without it. I simply removed it. I pulled my drive shaft up. It lined up perfectly with my transmission flange, and so I just bolted the two of them directly together, eliminating the need for the dampener, the vibration dampener. So I'm hoping that, John Dolan, I'm answering the same question here. So, I'm hoping that will work very well. So that would have shown up before now. Okay. Oh yeah, I've been running the generator for 6 months. If I was having a problem with gases getting on the boat, I would have noticed that 6 months ago. So. Yeah, so John Dolan, there's a vibration dampener in the Driveline. It's designed, its function is for it to shred. It is sacrificial, and it did shred. It broke in two, causing my Driveline to no longer be connected to my transmission. I can't find one anywhere. The company that made that one doesn't make them anymore. They went out of business. We decided that I'm just going to eliminate it. I couldn't find a replacement for one anywhere, so I'm just eliminating it and bolting directly without it. But what I am changing on the Driveline is where the flange connects to the drive shaft. It's held in place by a shear pin. I'm making sure that shear pin is a light enough grade shear pin, not a heavy, rolled one, but a sacrificial one, so that'll act as a shear pin and break off should I wrap a line around the prop or something like that again. It's something that we use in farming all the time. We use them in snow blowers and everything else. I actually think it would be very easy for me to go ahead and do that and you know, it'll work, it's functional, and frankly, it's really low cost doing it that way. So funding repairs, etc., which is good reason to not sleep well. It's a compounding issue. Yeah, Mike, you're absolutely correct. I have a lot of stress right now, and that, you know, that's not what I signed up for on this whole journey. You know, this was not the dream. The dream was not to be fighting with trolls every day, all day long, and dealing with this stuff during my live streams. This is not what I signed up for. So, as I mentioned to one of my friends earlier, they've turned my dream into a nightmare. But I'm going to get it back, guys. We're going to get it back. We're going to get this resolved. We're going to get this taken care of. So, pick up a detector at the hardware store. I may do that at the next hardware store that I stop in, Woodbees. That's not a bad idea. So, just found you again. You sure vanished. Okay. Why do you all continue to delete block timeout? Carter Hayes, because he didn't come up with the right ID, so they assumed he was a troll. A lot of my supporters and friends are being impersonated, and so it's hard to know who the right person is. If it doesn't come up looking like the right guy, then they get the boot, and if they are the right guy, then they understand why they got the boot. So. Yeah, selling upwind, you got to be careful with, you know, what and how you ask questions. So, very tired after all the exposure to the elements and hard work for a relatively old guy, you know. Well, yeah, Don, there's that too. There is that too. And try as I might, I cannot get myself to sleep in. Guys, I'm up at 4:30 or 5 a.m. every morning. I try rolling over. I try clearing my mind. I try going back to sleep. I have not been successful. I really would like to sleep into like 6 or 6:30 anyway, and have not been successful. So yes, I'm yawning because I'm very tired, guys. So this time change has made it 1 hour later, and man, you know, normally after my live stream, I like to just go to bed, even though it's only 8 o'clock or so. So anyhow. Don't go from driving reverse without stopping. Yes, John, I absolutely. Yeah, I've got to be very careful about that. So, yeah, got to put it in neutral, make sure the engine RPMs are way down, and then I'll be able to shift. Oh man, it jumped a whole lot. I thought I moved a little bit, and it jumped way up there. Clint, yeah, Miss Lily's doing fine. She's laying here on the cushion right next to me. So. I believe you're sure John is real. Yeah, I think that's the right John. Oh. All right, I stepped away for a few days. I'm back now. Well, glad, John. I'm glad to see you here. Yeah, I did used to deal with grizzly bears. Yep, I had them on my farm there in Alaska. Hey, Cliff, how you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a while. Motor mounts to make sure. Yeah, motor mounts are tight. The motor mounts are tight, Cliff. I checked them all. They all seem to be tight and holding nicely. So, I see JD and other places. No offense meant to him. Okay. Well, chat just jumped again, man. Okay. Please explain the problem with asking questions, don't delete. It depends on what questions you ask and how you ask them. Where the bolt is solid, it's a lot easier to bend things like the propeller shaft. Yeah, Cliff, that's why I'm replacing the pin that's in it with a shear pin. That way, should I, you know, hit a rock or something with the propeller, the shear pin will break rather than bend the drive shaft or the prop shaft. So try and stay up later. Then I just get even less sleep. So move your live stream to 6. Yeah, Bravo sees I would do that, but quite a few of my viewers are over on the West Coast and have asked me to try to keep it late so they can participate. As it is, at 7 o'clock here is like 4 o'clock for them. So Ambien will knock you out within 15 minutes. Yeah, that's true. Okay, had the flu. Oh, okay, sorry to hear that, man. Oh, the only easy days was yesterday's. Keep your head up. Well, thanks, Gary Beth. I appreciate that. I really do. Yeah, Alexander, that may be true. Yeah, although I don't know if you deserve to be hidden for that. Timed out, maybe. timed out maybe, but not hidden for that. We're gonna give Alexander another shot here to behave, and I don't think he meant anything that negative by that, but Wood Beast, it's okay, brother. So yeah, I'm not bored, I'm tired, man. Yeah, I am close. I am very, very close to the end now. I mean, a couple 100 miles and I'm there. So classical music, background, physical exercise work. Yeah, Mike, I don't have problems falling asleep. I fall asleep just fine. I have problems not staying asleep in the morning. I wake up early. So sleep 14 hours and hate it. Can't stay awake at 91. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Clint. Disregard the last email I sent. Okay, John, will do. Thank you. I'm glad to see you here. You know, and I'm going to just touch base with something here. Some of my supporters and friends have been attacked lately by some of the troll idiots, and so what some of them have done is gone to using nom de plumes. You know, they're using a fake name now as well, just like all these trolls do. So if you guys are concerned about being you know, bothered by the trolls, I would suggest that you just go ahead and you know, change your name to something, set up a new YouTube account under a different name, and that way you can avoid having to deal with that nonsense. So, you know, like Pilot uses, you know, the name Pilot. You know, nothing wrong with that. So, yeah, I hope you do feel better. Cliff, I was going to other channels and making comments about you to me in their chats. Yeah, I know. Carl, he's all over those other channels. Yeah. Have you heard from Frank? How's he feeling? I heard from Frank the other day. He's still trying to get a new phone. He's working on. He's been in a lot of pain lately, though. So, good back rub in the morning. Yeah, maybe so. Okay. Is there any real names on YouTube? My name's real. My name's real. So you didn't have to monitor your sleep, find the problem first and deal with it. Oh, I know what the problem is. Might have PTSD. No, I don't have any anxiety issues. And no offense, Mike, but that's what I prefer calling it, is an anxiety issue. I still honestly believe that the term PTSD, or what used to be called shell shock, should be reserved for the military. I don't have any anxiety issues, so not in that regard. My problem is I wake up at 4:30 in the morning, and you know, obviously because I'm an old guy and I have to pee like all of us old guys do first thing in the morning. I get up, I go pee, and I try to go back to sleep, and my mind just starts rolling with all the things I got to deal with that day. And so I need to work on meditation and learning techniques to be able to get my brain to not jump into gear and start moving and chillax so I can go back to sleep. So anyhow, okay, Mike, I'm not going to get into that semantics on that again. So too much on your mind. You should read a little before you sleep. Read a little before I sleep. I don't think I would be, John. Yeah, that's a good idea. And you know, when I was younger, I used to read quite a bit before I would sleep. Now, man, my head hits the pillow. My head hits the pillow, and I'm just out. I mean, I you know, check my messages or whatever, and I like listening to a little music when I go to bed, so I set my phone to play a little bit of music, and it's on a timer, so it shuts itself off automatically. And I you know, put my phone down, put my glasses down, lay down, cover myself with the blanket, my head hits the pillow, and like that, I'm out. You know, I'm asleep. So I don't lay in bed tossing and turning trying to fall asleep. That's not where the problem is. So. So any of those techniques, you know, the warm milk or any of that kind of stuff before going to bed, it's not a going to bed problem. It's staying in bed in the morning problem. So Oh well. Oh, thinking about or contemplating taking your own life is a very traumatic issue, my friend. Yes, it is, Carrie Beth, and I'm not doing that anymore. I did that a couple years ago, but I'm past that now. So thank you. But thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, because that's something everybody's got to keep in their mind, you know. I want to understand when you expect people to pay for your life, you show some interest. Okay. Yeah, I have no interest. That's why I'm staying up late doing a YouTube channel. So I have no interest. Go away, Bonnie. I was going with the wind sailing channel, immediately fall asleep. Oh no, sorry about that, Bill. Messages being deleted before you can address them. Well, Sea Line, I have really good moderators that know what messages to delete and what not to. So, did you buy your boat yet? Yeah, I don't think John's gotten his boat yet. He's been looking at them though. So, the older you get, the less sleep you need. Oh, Ray, I can't agree with that. I can't agree with that. It seems like the older I get, the more I enjoy sleeping. So, in fact, one of the things that's kind of a bummer here on the boat is such an ordeal to convert the salon into a bed, which I do every night. If it was easier, I'd take naps in the middle of the day too, but I'm not doing that right now. But anyhow, it is what it is. So, guys, we got the boat fixed. We are operational. We're functional. We're going to be able to move. We got a couple little pitlin issues that we have to deal with, like this stupid thing. Got to get one of these and replace that. But I think it'll hold together pretty good for just the way it is. So, statistics prove most people die in their sleep less times. Yeah, okay. Where's my wrench? I need to use it. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man. I give Cliff a wrench. He's gonna whack everybody, huh? He might. Just clean out the V berth and have a bed. I have too much stuff on the boat, Ethan. I have too much stuff. I've already gone through it 100 times trying to declutter as much as I can. But fact is, I just need a bigger boat or less stuff. So process. There's a lot to do in the boats of the BVIs. Okay, John. So you are going to go forward with that. That's cool. Very good. Either I can no longer pull all-nighters. Yeah. Studied at the University of California says you require 4 hours of sleep, if you could imagine that. Wow. Yeah, I couldn't survive on 4 hours sleep. So, Jamish, no. In fact, you know, I got stopped by the Nassau County Police back in Port Washington, back in what was that, July or August, and from there till here. And they're the only ones that really stopped me. You know, I had a visit with the Coast Guard when I was up on the when I came off the Erie Canal down onto the Hudson. I ran aground and I had the coasties help me there, but you know, the police stopped there in Port Washington. They just checked boats. They checked all the boats. I mean, hell, I was there for 2 months, so they came and checked me out. That was all fine. But since then, no, I've not been stopped by anybody. And I've seen a lot of Coast Guard boats go by me. Nobody's ever stopped to visit with me or ask me any questions or anything. So not once in the 2,800, almost 3,000 miles I've gone so far. So, okay, costs more to get a bigger boat, cheaper to have less stuff. Yep. John, I hope you have a good one this spring. Okay. Anchor's holding just fine. Weather watcher just fine. What was it? His hobby for an awesome lodge. Who wants to be next? There you go. Okay. Yeah, to be honest with you guys, John Dolan's looking at a beautiful, beautiful Dean 5000 catamaran. Absolutely drop dead gorgeous, fully loaded, all the latest greatest stuff on there you can shake a stick at. Just really, really nice boat. I'm highly jealous of them. So yes, it's a 50-foot catamaran. Is that? I think it's a 50-foot catamaran. So guys, I need a beverage. You guys have to hold on a minute while I get myself a drink. I'm getting all cotton mouthed here, so. LaCroix. There we go. We're having a LaCroix. I like buying these seltzer waters. So sorry about my big butt in your face while I did that, but unfortunately the boat is what the boat is. And sorry about my really dirty shirt, but I've been wrenching all day today and working on stuff, and I haven't had time to change yet. So. Have you sailed on a catamaran, John? They're not fun to sail. Oh, I agree with you, Bill, there at all. I love catamarans. I would much rather be on a catamaran than this boat. Absolutely. Yep. They are very much fun to sail. Less than 7 hours of sleep. Very real risk of getting Alzheimer's, huh? Grammar, strong Suji Marie. Yeah, goodbye, Carrie. I've never been a troll. Carl deleted me for asking legitimate questions. Pilot, if you or Woody want to ban me, fine. Accounts are easy to make. Yeah, Ethan, it's not. I didn't delete you for asking a question. It certainly wasn't legitimate, and I'm the harbinger of that. This is my channel, so I'm the one who gets to decide what's legitimate and what's not. Mickey Rourke, my beater said, you don't like me, you don't like me. Okay, there you go. So anyhow, guys, boat's fine. We're going to head out tomorrow. I don't know how far we're going to get or what's going on. So, yeah, I don't know, Marie. I have no idea. Usual nonsense that these trolls get involved with. Either that or just trying to guess my location. You notice I didn't respond to it, so. On deliveries, I would always pass on long voyages with cats. Huh. How is the weather for the next few days? Weather looks pretty good, actually. Weather does look pretty good. So, yeah, Woodby's good advice. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this. I think we got everything covered as far as what's going on here with the boat. I really stayed down here below, spent most of the day on the phone and on the computer dealing with troll idiots and all that kind of stuff. Although I did get my mechanical work done today. Just got it done a little bit before the live stream here. So, and I'm sorry I'm all, hot and dirty, but that, and I also got to get really active again with my weight loss. I have to admit, while I've been en route here, traveling down the ICW, I've not been getting the exercise that I would normally do. I'm not swimming every day and doing those things. So my weight loss has what's the word for it? Stymied for a little while here. So I got to get that back in high gear and start getting some more swimming and get some more exercise in so I can get the weight loss going again. So, if you know how cheap cats were built, you wouldn't buy one. Bill John Dolan cheap has experienced before dropping a load of cash on the wrong boat. Yeah. Yeah, Bill, bridge deck banging on some of the older cats was a problem. On the newer cats, that's really not nearly as much of an issue as some of the others. And frankly, the boat that John's looking at is an excellent boat. I think he'll be fine with it. So, But, you know, that's just my opinion. So, yeah. And John, you know, that's the same advice I gave you too, is to go down and charter the boat for a week first and see how it runs. So, I did not see Uma's last video. No, guys, I don't have enough Wi-Fi to be watching anybody else's videos right now. I can barely have enough to do my own stuff. So, anyhow, guys, I'm going to go ahead and pull the plug here. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate all the love and support. Moderators, thanks again for doing a really great job. I appreciate your efforts here in dealing with all the troll idiots and stuff. Folks, remember in the description down below, there's links to my PayPal. Frankly, it's the best way to donate to me because it saves me the most amount of money. So, I still classify yourself still in transit. Yeah, John, I'm still in transit. I've got 30 days once I entered the state of Florida to get the boat registered. So I'm still well within that. So we'll get it done here as soon as I get down to Marathon. Anyhow, with that said, guys, be good, be careful, take good care of each other. Description down below, links to PayPal should you want to help with the adventure. Other than that, I will see everybody tomorrow, I guess. So take care, everybody. We'll see you then.